Hey, okay, so I don't know what the date is, I don't know what the time is, but we're in my front yard. The camera's far away, so I'm in shot, because I couldn't be bothered to extend the legs on the tripod. We're going to take pictures of things in my front yard using the RAW on my camera. Then we're going to go into Photoshop, and we're going to show how to make your RAW files look magical, so you can get all those likes on your Instagram if that's what you want to do. So let's move on to some quick photos, yeah? Yeah. Right, so you're in your computer and you've loaded your nice files onto the screen. You then just double click on your RAW file. It should be in RAW. You need your files in RAW for this video to work. Otherwise, you just drag and drop Photoshop. When they open up, you just wait. This computer's a bit old, so it's a bit slow. And here are all of your settings and your RAW adjustments. So on the right here, you have all of your temperatures, your tints, your exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, whites, blacks, etc, etc, etc. And because you took the photo in RAW, because you have taken the photo in RAW, it allows you to change your exposure and all that after the fact of taking the photo. So if we were to look at this photo here and we were to say, oh, it's a little bit bright, we can just slide the exposure down and make the photo darker. That looks pretty interesting actually. We could actually use that. I don't know. I think it's a little bit too dark. I don't know. But then if we were to bring it back up, that's how it was in the middle. Make it a bit bright. That's too bright. I actually think for this picture, we're gonna make it a little bit dark. Make it a little bit more mystical. Now we're gonna have a look at the temperature up here now. If we have a look at the temperature, we bring that all the way down, brings it blue and makes it feel very yucky and grimy. And as we bring it further up, it makes it more yellow. We could get away with a bit of a yellow photo in this because of the colours, but I reckon making it a little bit warmer than normal. So that's where it was. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Just about there. It makes it feel a little more inviting. Then if we go here to the highlights, we can just play around with these until we find something right. So if we bring the highlights down a little bit, you can see that it gets less vibrant. You bring it up, everything gets really... Excuse that, I just knocked stuff off my dirty desk. Then you bring the highlights up, everything looks a little fake. So we usually bring them a little bit lower than what we had them in the camera. The shadows, I usually just bring up a touch, just a touch, not too much, because otherwise they get, bring up your shadows and it looks yucky. So I usually bring them up just a touch. Your whites, I generally lower a little bit, not by much, but just a touch still. I said a touch a lot. Your blacks, there's really bright blacks, and there's really dark blacks. You want to have them just a bit lower. Well, that's how I like them. I don't usually touch your clarity, but in this case I might a little bit. I'm going to make it a little bit clearer. So if I bring this up to about... let's take it. So if you look at it all the way, that's where it is. And conveniently today, that is where I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it all the way. It makes the focus flower pop a little bit more. And now that we've done that, we can move down to your vibrance. And if you bring the vibrance up, it looks like a very cheesy Instagram filter. It looks good though. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down a little bit, probably about... So there's no vibrance, it looks like death and despair. So I actually put it just around the colour of the main focus and a little bit higher. So there looks very nice. There looks very nice. Saturation, you bring that all the way down, makes it black and white, and you bring that all the way up, it looks quite nice today. So in this convenient space, I'm going to have my saturation very nice and have the colours very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautifully put in this raw file. Now I would look at it and say, and think to myself now, is there anything else I can do? Today I'm just going to keep this video quite short. I'm going to leave it there. It looks quite good to me. That was your very quick tutorial on, oh, no, wait. Let's export it first. Let's export. So what we want to do is we want to press open image. And it's going to open the image. This computer's very slow, as I said. So what it's doing now is it's opening the image into Photoshop. Click on the latest. There we go. So to do that, we just click this button here. Now that it's here, dead and center, we can see our very nicely edited photo that we just edited in the raw section. We want to place. So once we've got our nicely done photo, we want to click File, Save As, and then you wait for the window to open up, and then you can save your name here. So we want to save it as very nice raw, if I can spell, raw file. And where do we want to save it? We want to save it to my video stuff in there. And what we want to have it as is you want to always save your images as a JPEG if you just don't want to take up too much space. Click save. Save. And this stuff usually you just leave and you click OK. And it open, and there we go. So now if we go across here, we open up the folder, we can see a very nice picture that we have just edited open here in front of us. So there we go, that was how to use the raw functions in Photoshop. I hope this video was slightly educational for anyone that didn't know what they did or what raw was. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Enjoy your videos and like, share and subscribe. See you all next time.